What is up, guys? Kevin over at Legbros coming back at you with the second part of our heads. We are trying to complete a bunch of really expensive figs that we found in the last couple videos, and that's kind of the goal. If you guys haven't seen any of the other parts of this, go back and watch those first. It'll make a lot more sense. But I did buy 4 lots from this person. They were all separated, though, torsos, heads, legs, which is very unfortunate because it makes my job quite a bit harder. But I got them at a steal of a deal, and we're trying to find all of the completion pieces now for the things that we need. That one is worn off like crazy. I think that was a Lando Calrissian head. There's also a Doc Ock head in there too, which is actually fairly decent. We'll put that over to the side. So we have been keeping everything just where it was. I've been putting things that are useful over here, and then trying to complete the figs, obviously, over here as well. I believe that's one of the better Chima heads right there as well. Stores.ebay.com/Legbros, where you can find this stuff once it is completed and for sale. Also on Bricklink as well, for the things that I couldn't complete. That's the goal. That's the main goal. We had a Darth Vader in there. Put that one over here. So we're hoping to complete the heads lot today, and hopefully that happens. Got a couple things to do today, so I'll probably have to stop after the heads before I go. I think that's a Boba Fett. Unfortunately, it was a little damaged. Young kid Boba Fett, anyway. I do have to go to the store, but hopefully I can come back and finish the rest. That looks like Qui-Gon. Put that there. I don't remember a Qui-Gon torso being saved, but there's an Obi-Wan. And in my hand, I also have our Harley Quinzel, which I think is this one. There are 2 of them, but I believe that is this one right here. The Quinzel, Harley Quinn in disguise. All right. Did I say all links down below in the description? I don't remember if I did. Another Dark Forestman headpiece right there. Also goes to a couple old, like, Knight figures as well. There definitely have been some figs in here, or some heads in here, that I don't remember the torsos being in the lot, but I'm hoping at least we can complete the the super valuable ones. There's another one of those players' heads, like the soccer players, series of soccer players from, is it Germany? It wasn't England, I don't think. I wasn't familiar with that series whatsoever, so that's just a guess. Nothing there. All right. As with most things, the yellow heads are generally not the ones you're looking for. Unless you're looking to complete a series fig. I don't know what that one is. Lots of bearded figs. There's a lot of bearded dudes, which I can't blame them. I'm a bearded dude as well. And a lot of worn off, unfortunately, heads that don't do any good. It's one of those Dark Forestman heads there too. Unusable though. This looks like Will Turner. It's a good one. A little worn down though. Basketball player of some sort. Nothing there. I'm sure I will miss some, but it is what it is. Two-Face, we know that one. We got that one here. I'm just looking now at the Fred and Daphne figs, and I'm trying to remember what that head is. I don't know who that goes to. Here's our Cad Bane. Right here. Let's see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of video. I don't know how well it'll do. I didn't know how else to do this. Here's Moro. Did we have a Moro torso? Did we have a Moro torso? Yes, we did. Nice. Oh, I forgot we had that shredder too. I don't know if that shredder has a different face than the regular shredder. The purple shredder. We had so many things in this haul. Good Lord. So many things to think about. I don't know what that one was, but this one might be the series Forestman. We'll have to look that one up at the end. We do know this one is Martian Manhunter, though, and he is right here. Nice. And so I'm thinking, like, the legs, we really don't have to be... That's a good Knight head right there. We really don't have to be looking for too much other than, you know, like Davy Jones and things like that. The legs should go a lot quicker than the heads did. The heads, kind of a nightmare, if I'm being honest. Is that a Daphne? That might be Daphne. I think. We'll see. We shall see, but I'm pretty sure that is Daphne. Oh my gosh, these heads just cause chaos. And they're round, so they fall out of my hand. It's this whole thing. Let me tell you what. Let's see. I don't think there's anything in here. Like an old crab or Goyle. Harry Potter. Big. Brainiac. Where is Brainiac? Right here. We got that one. We're doing it. I'm sure we're missing some. Oh, I don't remember what the head of that guy is. And we had like 4 of those torsos. So that's going to be missed. That's for sure. They're probably in here. I just have no clue what they look like offhand. My brain only has so much. There's a Galen Merrick. Did we find a Galen Merrick? I don't think so. It's also used for other things, but I like to say it's a Galen Merrick head. Just, putting it out into the universe. Universe juice and all that. There is our other Overlord. I think we had 2 Overlord. Yep. The torso, or the dress pieces, which I'm hoping are in the legs, are going to be the hardest part to find on that fig, for sure. 1000%, that's the hardest part. Let's see. I always think that's Griffin Turner, but it's not. The Ninjago. Master of Speed. Aquaman. There's a Falcon. I don't think we put Falcon out here. No. Okay. Zeke. I don't think we put Zeke here from Scooby-Doo. Oh, there's Ale Secura. So a lot of them do match. I mean, it does seem like it did come a lot from the same completed figs that got uncompleted. Please just have sold them to me completed. But I probably wouldn't have gotten them as cheap. So, it is what it is. You take one with the other. So you can't charge full price if you disassembled all of them. Newt Gunray in there. The Thor. Who's that? Chima. One was fine to drop. This might be a player. Soccer player. Fred Jones, I have to remember what his face looked like as well. Is it this one? Is that Fred? Possibly. Research. Another penguin. Zombie cheerleader, I believe, is what that one is. That's probably a player. That is Bard, the bowman, from Lord of the Rings. That looked like it was a Black Widow of some sort. Hawkeye, Batman, Ragmonk, that one's fairly decent. We're cooking now. Obi-Wan with headset, that's a cool one. Let's see. Yeah, the yellow heads, good luck me. Good luck to me. Nothing. We'll go through them fast, though. There is a original Catwoman. I don't remember seeing her, though. It's the original one. There is our zombie Scooby-Doo villain. I don't remember what his name was offhand. Basketball player there. Hawkeye again. I think I found all the yellow ones that I really could identify. I'm trying to think about if we're actually looking for any other yellow ones. Some forestmen, and then this guy, and then some Ninjago. Really? Are we? I don't know if we're really looking for Ninjago ones. Was that Syndrome? We got clones. I don't know if any of this is focused. I'm trying my best to look down and look at the camera for focus. Zodiac, nothing there. It doesn't look like. There was a Commissioner Gordon in there, but I don't think we had a Commissioner Gordon torso over here. Skeleton guys. Like an old Harry Potter face. There's another nurse head. That's good. Lloyd head. We like all the Lloyd heads, please. That's it. Some of these are worn in kind of a weird pattern. They look super weird. They look like they're fake, but they're just worn, I guess. Which could be what that Superboy is. There's the original series robot. Did we keep him? Did we keep him out here? I don't think we did. We'll keep it aside, though, as something to look for. That is our Super Mandalorian. I think we had one of those here. They are dropping in price, unfortunately. This is the highbrow version, the pre-Vizsla face right there, which is kind of cool. Nonetheless, it's still dropping in value, unfortunately. Those things were like 35 bucks each at one point. Don't know who that is. So much silence. Sorry. Try to fill the silence with speech, but I don't know if that's better. It's just an ASMR video, I guess. Just me sorting through things. Another Tuxedo right there. Here's our Flash. I've been told not to call this the CW Flash by some people. That's what I call it to recognize it. It is what it is. That is Tarantula. I don't remember her torso being saved, though. There's the early series clown. That's a good piece, too. I think so, anyway. I could be fully 100% making that up, but it looks like it anyway. Another Lloyd. Yes, please. I need all the Lloyds. I think this is a Jester. Yeah, definitely the Jester head. Keep that to the side as well. All right, we're nearing the bottom, which is good and bad. Maybe we'll start finding more as we go. I don't know. Will Turner, just had those on my Bricklink wanted list, and other Lloyd head. I don't know what just dropped, but like I said, when I go through these, one at a time, we'll find more. All right, let's say this is this shredder, because it looks slightly different than the other shredder. So let's hope that that one's that one, and that we find his cape, because that's a really good fig. That's a fantastic fig. Both shredder, all the shredders are good, actually. There's one that's like a series one or something like that, the back in time one or whatever it is, that's not great, but all the other shredders, fantastic. Nothing there that we're looking for anyways. It is plenty. I'm not saying it's nothing, but it is not what we're looking for. Let's see. Don't need any of those. Yep. This one is Starfire, though. We had that one. Right there. Okay. We are still going along. As a basketball head. Who do we miss out on? There's another Lloyd head that's not great. That's my favorite to find. It's the ones that I really, really need, but they're not printed well. Or they're chewed on, or, things like that. Okay. There's a lot of torsos out here we don't have heads for. Here is our Energy Cole. He was out, wasn't he? With all the energy guys? Kai? Wasn't he? I don't know. This one doesn't have... Some of these don't have, like, particularly super different or valuable faces, so... Like, a lot of them I'll still be able to complete, even if we don't find the face right away. Either it'll be in here, and I just didn't see it, or they're just not. They're faces that I just kind of put in with the rest, because they're not super identifiable. So, don't give up hope. There's the glow-in-the-dark vampire head. That one's pretty cool. We still have some left, too. We definitely still have some left. There is 2 Pirates of the Caribbean figs. We have our Bootstrap Bill, which is right here, from the original Black Pearl. No longer called the Black Pearl, apparently. And then we all have a Blackbeard torso in here as well. Okay. Those were 2 good ones right off the bat. Obi-Wan with headset again. I don't remember what that one is. I think it's like Young Han or something like that. J. Okay. We're getting there. I see the bottom. That one always creeps me out more than anything else. It's so creepy. There's Pixel. Did we have a Pixel? I don't remember having a Pixel. Maybe we did. Let's see. Okay. Looks like another Stone Warrior and Lando Calrissian in there. I think that's what that one is. Okie dokie. There's a Biggs. Shaggy. What the heck? Oh, it's fake. Okay. It's forgiven. The print is forgiven because it's fake. I think that's a Supergirl, is it not? Looks like it's cracked, though. That's a bummer. Put that over there with that one. Here is a Wolverine. We did get Wolverine. I think he was cracked, though, wasn't he? Maybe we didn't. We had the rest of the people in the set, though. The Deadpool is the one I pulled out, I think. Which, I'm not seeing a red head unless I missed it. I could have. This haul is weird, man. The hopes of completing everything, I think, are kind of gone. That's a good Harley Quinn face. But not completely, but kind of. That everything was 100% complete, but I didn't really necessarily expect that because I knew I missed out on a lot, so I have no idea what's in that lot. If there was a snake head, I'm guessing a lot of other heads could have been in there as well. I think that's a soccer player too. And that would be my guess, which, you know, is even more haunting to completionists. You guys are all like, no! And me too. But that's very possible. And like I said, some of these torsos are just going to require, you know, just like a regular head. There's another Barbossa that I actually have a lot of that aren't specifically unique. We did find both of these. The Superboy, unfortunately, is not great, and neither is the DX Lloyd, which is really sad. They are present, though, so still really good value. I just wish they were in better shape. Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't go in the ting pile. You don't know. We didn't get a lot of the research figs this time. Last time with the heads, we had a ton of research. But now I know that the soccer players are in there. That helps eliminate quite a bit of it. And like I said, I'm sure I missed a whole bunch going through them as fast as I can. There's another Scooby-Doo villain right there. Another Lloyd head. Keep that over there. And keep those separate because I know I use those. There's another Scooby-Doo villain. The Swamp Monster. And there's also, I think there were some heads in the accessories bin. Stuff like that too. Oh, there's Marcus. Look at that. That's cool. We know we didn't get his torso, I don't think. Did we? It would make sense that they had the Black Pearl. That Marcus would be involved there. What is that head? Nothing. That looks like a soccer player right there. Now we know what to look for for the soccer players. There's the Mines set Lone Ranger. That's kind of cool. And clones. Series pieces. All right. End of the bag. Let's see. There's definitely a lot to complete. There's a lot left open, but like I said, a lot of them, like Apu I need. And let's see, what else? So what else did we not find? We didn't find Ula. Hopefully we find that in some other bag or something like that. What's the other unique ones? I don't think Harley Quinn's face in this particular torso was super unique. The Stone Armor Kai is relatively unique, I believe. This Harley Quinn is unique. This Joker is unique. Those ones are kind of standard. Starts with an M. I don't remember what it was, though. That one's Marceline. That one's unique, so this one's unique. Darth Maul. That one's not necessarily super unique. Daphne and Fred. Deadpool is definitely unique. This one I think is common. I think the torso is the only part that you need for that one. Maybe the legs, too. We did get Shredder. We did get Quinzel. That's just Lloyd, which we actually have over there, probably. Chumsworth is unique. The Lobster Guardian is unique. We did get Iron Fist, though. So really, of the unique ones, and Spider-Man's in there as well, of the unique ones, we did get a lot of the ones that we needed. And I'll have to search through, obviously, deeper to find the other things. Like I said, we do have more completion pieces for this haul. So we do have, this is the next set of stuff. We'll do some research here in just a second. But we have legs, 2 bags of legs, and 1 bag of accessories. And I think in the accessories, we'll have like capes and possibly maybe some like heads. I'll just look right off the bat, see if I see any. Yeah, there's some heads in there, but not a ton. Most of them are like unique accessories, so a lot of this will just go to Bricklink right away. But we have the legs bin as well to go through. So that'll be on the next video. Depending on how fast we go through the legs, maybe we'll just combine that into one, so it's not just, you know, forever video as well. But let's recognize some of this stuff and see what we might have. Let's see. Thanks to the world of the internet. Don't have to research as much now. That is also a soccer player, okay? So, I've learned that I did not know what any of those looked like, and I don't feel bad about that, because they're at least all the same group. This is Bernadette, okay? From Big Bang Theory. That one with the red glasses. Let's see. This one is also a soccer player. And this one goes to... That's not what it was. Hey now. It's trying to cheat me. Okay, let's try this. Zach. Dick Grayson. Oh, that's a Dick Grayson fig. I thought that was... What does Fred's head look like? I might have missed a lot of the Fred heads. Hopefully. Hopefully I have them. Ouch. My wrist. I feel like a hitch from my wrist now. Hockey started, and now my wrist is just owned. This is Swashbuckler. Okay, so that's not what I need either. So we did miss a couple of them. So this is a big one that we missed. These two. This one. I don't think that Harley had a super unique face. Dareth might have been in there. I don't think we saw Legolas. This one definitely could have been in there. These could have been in there for sure. That one's not really a big deal. That one is. This Bane. Does the Bane have a weird head? That's just a Batman head. Kozu we found. Beast Boy is unusual. Apu's unusual, I believe. Maybe we'll have to look. Those two we found. Blackbeard is unique, but it's not that hard to find. Those are good. We did find Energy J. This is Darth Maul, so that's not a big deal. Deadpool, unfortunately, we did not find. At least that I think. There are some red heads in here that maybe I've just bypassed, not looking at them. So who knows? Might find that one in there. You would think that it would have struck out pretty well, but we found that one. That one's not unusual, not unusual, not unusual. Oh, we did have Pixel here. Okay. Look at that. Where was Pixel's face? Right here. So we did have Pixel. Zurg. What is Zurg's face now that I think? Oh, he's got like a molded head. So, yeah, we didn't find that one. Ninjago. I don't know about Fred and Daphne, as we had a whole bunch of those to find. We found that one. Found those two. This one's not unique at all. That one is unique, but we found it. So really, The actual super unique heads, I think, let's see if this shredder actually goes to this one. Let's see. I believe this is slightly different than the other shredder, so it would have a different face, which this one does. Yeah, shredder with dark purple cape. Man, he is so expensive now, so hopefully we find his legs and his cape. His headgear, I think, is the same. What the heck? Okay, so his headpiece... What? Now I'm confused, because his head does look like that, but then at the same time, it doesn't look like that. What the world? Let's try to just scan the head. This is so baffling to me. What does this go to? Okay, so that's the flashback shredder head, which is the one I was talking about wasn't very valuable. So that could be a bummer. That could be a giant bummer. So that's not his head. And neither of those two were the head either. So that one could be a gigantic bummer, because that guy's going for like a gajillion dollars nowadays. His head's not usually unusual. That one's a yellow head, so that one might be in there. We did find Taskmaster, didn't we? Did I put... Maybe I put Taskmaster back, but I believe we did find Taskmaster's torso, or head. Dark Knight could be in there. Acidicus, that is a head that's unusual. We found both Velma heads, which is fantastic. The Medusa we found. Davy Jones we found. Snake we knew we weren't going to find, so that's, you know, that is a bummer. Oh, here is the Energy Coal, right? I knew it was here somewhere. So we did find that one. We didn't find the vampire Scooby-Doo head, but that could be in there too. Another Garmadon could be in there. So yeah, really, I mean, we found the majority of them. These are probably the biggest bummers. Beast Boy's not even that big of a bummer. And Legolas, I probably have a bunch of him as well. So these ones were the ones that probably are the biggest bummer. Marceline's not worth that much. Zurg, I have a ton of heads too, so really I would put him over there as well. And Bane, actually, I have a bunch of those too. So really, of them that we wanted to find, it's possible some of them are still in there and I just missed it. I don't think Ula's would be, as I just looked at. Okay. Shh. Okay. And then the Joker, I definitely could have bypassed Joker faces, that's for sure. So there's a possibility that's in here too. I'm not going to dig through like crazy, but there is a possibility. The Deadpool is also a possibility, but I doubt it. I'm not going to make excuses. I don't know what Apu's face looks like. Now I know what that Shredder's face looks like, though. So I'll have to be on the lookout for that and keep this haul separate. Let's see what this one is. What is his face? Oh, it's a... Oh, dang it. So that's probably just with Snake. The Apu... Because the Apu head is an actual, like, thing. Yeah, so we don't have that. We definitely don't have that. Probably have his legs and his torso. But, like I said, the headpieces, unfortunately, went to someone else. So, if you got those, I'm real mad at you. This one might be in there too because it's just a yellow head, so I definitely could have gotten missed. Really, to be honest, a lot of them completed. A lot of the ones that we really needed. But they were very sad, unfortunately. Like these we were hoping were in perfect condition and they're just not. They're just not in perfect condition. So still very, very, very valuable, but they're not going to pay for the whole haul like that. So that's a bummer. You can't like get a replacement head for those types of things either because they're one of a kind and it goes to a, you know, in this case, $300+ figure. So you're not going to find another. You're just not going to find another head. No one's going to sell that once they find it. So that's a bummer. Maybe I have one. Who knows? Somewhere. in the bajillion yellow heads that I have. I'll scan it one day and be like, oh, look at that. Well, I'll be... Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this. We are going to do the legs next. And then hopefully we'll go through those real quick because a lot of them are just going to be like a standard color leg. And then hopefully we can get into the accessories, complete some of this cool stuff with you guys as well. And I don't know. We'll find out. Definitely an interesting haul for sure. Really, really cool stuff. Love you, and I'll catch you on the next one.